So last year I made a video introduction to my new channel, and basically I was talking about stuff that I wanted to basically output into my channel, and I wasn't actually I wasn't really ready for all the subsequent stuff that I was going to make, and I was really busy with my studies. And then when the year 2019 came to an end, well, stuff happened. And when the new year came, I promised myself to start this year differently. I wanted to do many things that I had plans to do, but of course this productivity dream of mine wasn't going well enough, and I'm not a machine or a robot to do stuff without actually having problems that we're going to follow them. But I want to change that. So basically I was watching a lot of videos on motivation, productivity, and being not useless. So one of them, basically there are a few channels that were really motivational for me. First is Nathaniel Drew, second is Matt versus Japan, and the third one that I was watching with pleasure was Days of French and Swedish. Now, I'm not learning French or Swedish or Japanese right now. My languages are German and English, but why I was inspired by them, I would say, is that I'm interested in linguistics. Of course, Nathaniel Drew is not a linguist as the other two guys, but he also made some videos on learning languages. Why it's important? Because learning languages is one of my hobbies. I like doing that. I'm also studying in a linguistic university, and I was interested in how to do that more quickly and more efficiently. But at the same time, I had some thoughts. I remembered my channel that I created and that I wanted to do motivational and productive stuff, and to extract my thoughts from my mind, and to have it in my videos. So basically, I don't want to talk about languages right now. I just want to say that these channels helped me understand that I'm wasting my time right now, and I don't want to do that anymore. My life it's chaos basically. Last year I promised myself to do more, but it's been like 11 months and I haven't done anything basically, and I want to change that. I didn't say that I'm gonna do that right away. I don't really want to promise anything, because I know that some things I wouldn't do. So yeah, it's just thoughts basically. So I'm not gonna list every single thing that I've been through all these months of not doing anything. It's a lot. It deserves its own video. Right now I want to focus on what's coming next. So why I'm recording this? Basically, as I said, I'm studying and I'm falling behind in my studies, and I'm pretty scared of losing all my opportunities for the future, because I have to be conscious about things that I promised myself to do, and that it's the only way that I can achieve my goals in life. So I really have to think about my studies. The second thing is that I felt this urge. As I said, I was watching productivity videos and I felt this urge of doing something productive. And I remember that, oh yeah, I have this channel that I was planning to upload to, and yeah, I'm doing that right now. I'm recovering my channel, probably. Who knows? Basically, future will show what's coming. And then the third thing and the most important one is that time is flying by, and I know that I'm not invincible. I know that I will die someday, so basically I don't want to waste my time on useless things. I even came up with a quote. So basically, this quote, it's not something that I've made up, like completely by myself. It's something that helps me to remember that this life that I have is limited, and that I need to appreciate it. So basically, here how it goes. One day you might die. In fact, it can happen anytime. Your life is finite. Be grateful for what you have at the moment. Take advantage of every moment you have, because it might be your last one. Now, what comes to mind is the Latin saying "memento mori," and it has similar meaning to it, but it's just my interpretation of the things that I want to tell to myself every day. And yeah, it's part of my philosophy. But it's not about hedonism. I just want to clear this one out, because at first it might sound like it's about drinking every day, quickly pleasures like playing video games all day, I don't know, promiscuous sex and stuff. But it's not. It's the opposite of that. It's about improving as a person and using your time to your advantage, basically. So yeah. And to start everything on a good note, I'll create myself a morning ritual. Basically, it's like a list of things that I'm gonna be telling myself every morning, and remind myself of the things that I promised myself. So yeah, it's basically a list of things that I want to say. It kind of looks like a prayer, the kind of prayer that religious people read every day. But it has to do with motivation, with productivity, and being conscious of the things that I do. I'm not gonna overwhelm myself with daily rules for now, but I'll try to stick to a few rules from this prayer, from this morning ritual, and to keep them, basically. Later on I'll be adding new rules. It just depends on how well these rules go. I'm not sure if I need rules, basically, but we will see, basically. At the same time, like, maybe I need to be I just need to be mindful of what I do, but this morning ritual will help me be mindful, basically, because every morning when I wake up, everything I do, all the things I do are to eat and then use my computer, basically. The first thing that I do is hop onto internet and social media, what else? Video games, talking to friends, and watching videos on YouTube. That's basically everything I do. And what I don't like about it is that it takes a lot of time. I don't even notice how much time flies by when I do these activities. so I want to substitute them with something more productive. And of course it's university work, and yeah, that's why I'm creating this morning ritual. As I said, I'm not sure that I really need that, but I just think that I need to have a discipline, and I'll explain why I need discipline in the next video probably. But yeah, so basically what the rules are. The morning ritual consists of 10 passages that I created. I will read them every morning. For now, I will not go into detail on what these passages are. I'll just say some rules that I extracted from it that I'll try to keep, and then I'll probably tell if they work or not. So basically, the first rule: read morning ritual every morning, and that means that I have to read it every morning. Yeah, discipline. The second thing: I start my day by doing university work, and only afterwards secondary tasks. This has to do with not discipline, but prioritization. I don't know. Basically, I know, but I'm not conscious of it, of what I do. I always hop on to more pleasant stuff, but I have to do what I have to do first. So it's university work for now. The third rule: use Pomodoro timer for each and every task I do. I'll make a video on it. So basically, it's a 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of pause, of resting, and this goes 4 times in a row, and then you have a bigger pause, like a bigger interval of resting. This timer, I just thought that it works the best for me. I'll explain why in a different video, but it's just something that I wanted to add to my schedule, basically. The fourth rule: start every important task right away without thinking. So basically, it also needs a separate video, but basically we have a flow state when we when we do work regardless of anything, and basically the hardest part of doing something is to start it. It's like impossible to start the task that you don't want to do, and you just have to push yourself to start doing it. And when you start doing it, everything else comes easy. Everything else just goes really well without any problem, and you can do this task for a continuous period of time. So yeah, it's good. The fifth rule: don't stay awake after midnight. Oh my god, this rule is it's really important for me, because I really like to postpone my tasks until midnight, and then I cannot do anything, basically, because I'm so tired. But I really say to myself, oh, you have to do it. Even though it's the end of the day, you still have to do all your tasks. Even though you're like you're tired and you have to sleep, just do them and stuff. It's not working. And in the next video I'll explain why. But yeah, I'll not be stay awake after midnight, because it's counterproductive. So yeah, these are the rules. Now, what's coming next? A bit later, as I said, I'll be doing a video on my morning routine, on my morning ritual, and I'll explain everything in detail. Basically, each passage, each point of this routine will be discussed in that video. And The second thing that I wanted to do is make a second part video explaining how well everything that I discussed here right now went. And also I'll be doing a next part video for my morning routine ritual. It will I will discuss how well it goes for me, how well these rules that I created really help me, and whether you should also use them or not. So yeah, this is all for now, and yeah, until the next video.